Hi everyone, welcome back to our language learning channel. I'm John, your guide on this journey to fluency. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps us bring you amazing content every week. Now, imagine this, you're meeting someone for the first time. What's the first thing you say? How do you make a strong impression? Today, we'll explore how to introduce yourself effectively while learning some powerful new words. Let's get started. Let's break it into simple steps to help you feel confident every time. Step 1 is straightforward. Start with your name and a warm greeting. For instance, "Hello, my name is Emma. Nice to meet you." "Hi, I'm Sam. How are you today?" The word straightforward adds the idea of being simple or easy to understand. Think of this as your opening line, the first thing you say when meeting someone new. Why is this important? A friendly greeting sets the tone of the conversation, creating an inviting atmosphere. Here's another example. "Good morning. I'm Maria. I'm really excited to be here." Notice how adding a positive phrase, like "I'm really excited," makes it even more engaging. Excited suggests you feel happy and eager about something. Let's move on to adding more details to your introduction. Now that you've shared your name, let's add some details to make your introduction stand out. Think of this step as painting a picture of who you are. For example, "Hi, I'm Ravi. I'm from Delhi, and I'm a graphic designer who loves creating digital art." "Hello, my name is Anna. I'm a teacher, and I enjoy reading novels and hiking in my free time." Notice how sharing your profession and hobbies gives the listener a clearer idea of your personality. The word hobby refers to activities you enjoy during your free time. It shows more about your interests and what excites you beyond work. Here's another example with more detail. "Hey, I'm Carlos. I work as a chef, and I'm passionate about experimenting with international cuisines." The word passionate conveys a strong feeling of love or enthusiasm for something. When you use words like this, you make your introduction more vibrant and unique. Now, let's explore a few advanced tips for tailoring your introduction to specific situations. Every situation is different, so your introduction should match the occasion. Think about where you are and who you're talking to. Here's how you can adjust. For formal settings, such as job interviews or professional meetings. "Good morning, I'm Rachel. I have 5 years of experience in project management, and I'm passionate about leading teams to success." For casual environments, like meeting a new friend. "Hey, I'm Jake. I love skateboarding and photography. What about you?" Notice how this is shorter and more relaxed. Adding a question at the end, like "What about you?" invites the other person to share, making the conversation flow naturally. And here's how you might introduce yourself in a public speaking situation. "Hello, I'm Mia, and I'm excited to share my journey as a travel blogger who's visited over 20 countries." The word journey refers to a personal story or path you've taken. It makes your introduction more engaging by hinting at something unique about you. We are moving toward expanding your vocabulary to make introductions even more impactful. To make your introductions truly stand out, let's explore how to use descriptive language that adds color to your words. Instead of keeping it simple, try elevating your phrases with more expressive terms. For example, instead of saying, "I like reading," you could say, "I'm an enthusiastic reader who enjoys exploring historical fiction." The word enthusiastic shows a high level of interest and excitement about something. It makes your introduction more dynamic. Or, instead of saying, "I work in marketing," try, "I'm a creative marketing strategist who thrives on designing innovative campaigns." The word thrive suggests you do exceptionally well or feel fulfilled in a particular activity. Using words like these helps paint a vivid picture of who you are. Here's another example. "Hi, I'm Sophia, a lifelong learner with a passion for solving complex problems." The term lifelong learner refers to someone who is always eager to gain new knowledge throughout their life. This gives the impression of someone curious and committed to growth. Now, let's go through some common questions you might hear when introducing yourself. I'll also show you how to respond naturally while showcasing your personality and interests. Question 1. What's your name? Example response. My name is Sophia, but most of my friends call me Sophie. It's a nickname I've had since I was a kid, and it just stuck. Additional response. Some people call me Soph, but I prefer Sophie, it just feels more personal. I guess you could say I'm all about the short versions. Question 2. Where are you from? Example response. I'm from Tokyo, a city known for its mix of modern technology and traditional culture. It's where ancient temples meet the latest gadgets. Additional response. Originally, I'm from a small town in the countryside, but I moved to Tokyo for work a few years ago. It's been an exciting change. Fun fact. Did you know Tokyo has more Michelin star restaurants than any other city in the world? It's a food lover's paradise. Question 3. What do you do? Example response. I work as an architect. My focus is on sustainable design, and I love creating spaces that not only look beautiful but are also eco-friendly. Additional response. I specialize in urban planning, trying to make cities more livable by blending green spaces with residential areas. Fun fact. One of my projects was designing a building with a green rooftop. It's a growing trend in the architecture world to make buildings more energy efficient. Question 4. What are your hobbies or interests? Example response. I love baking. It started as a hobby when I was younger, and now I spend weekends experimenting with new cake recipes. Additional response. I also enjoy photography. My favorite thing to photograph is nature, especially when the light hits just right during golden hour. Other interests. I've recently gotten into yoga. It's the perfect way to unwind after a busy day at work. Question 5. Can you tell me something unique about yourself? Example response. I'm learning Spanish, and I've been practicing for a couple of years now. It's amazing how much easier it gets once you immerse yourself in it. Additional response. I'm a huge fan of outdoor adventures. I've hiked up several mountains and even went backpacking across Europe last summer. Other unique fact. Something many people don't know about me is that I've been a volunteer at animal shelters for 5 years. It's one of my greatest passions. Question 6. What's your favorite food or drink? Example response. I'm obsessed with sushi. It's my absolute favorite food, the freshness of the fish and the balance of flavors are unmatched. Additional response. Actually, I love trying different kinds of sushi, from classic rolls to more adventurous options like uni, sea urchin. Fun fact. I once had sushi in Japan, and it completely changed my perspective. It's a whole different level of delicious there. Question 7. What's your favorite book, movie, or TV show? Example response. I'm a huge fan of Harry Potter. I've read the books multiple times, and I never get tired of them. The magical world is so immersive. Additional response. For movies, I love Inception. The plot twists and mind-bending storylines really keep me thinking. Fun fact. I've watched Friends so many times that I can practically quote every episode. It's my comfort TV show. Question 8. Do you have any pets or animals you love? Example response. I have a golden retriever named Max. He's super energetic and loves to play fetch. We go on long walks every morning. Additional response. I also have 2 cats, one is really shy, but the other is a total lap cat. They bring so much joy to my life. Fun fact. Max once learned how to speak by barking on command. It's hilarious when he does it. Question 9. What is one of your biggest goals or dreams? Example response. One of my dreams is to travel to every continent. I've already checked off Europe and Asia, but I'm planning a trip to South America next. Additional response. Another goal of mine is to start a podcast where I share stories about traveling and discovering new cultures. Fun fact. I've actually been planning a solo trip around the world for a year. It's my biggest personal challenge yet. Question 10. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Example response. I'd love to have the power of teleportation. It would make traveling so much easier, no more long flights or waiting at airports. Additional response. Alternatively, I'd choose the ability to pause time. Imagine all the things I could accomplish with unlimited time. Fun fact. If I could pause time, I'd spend more hours reading or learning new skills without feeling rushed. Question 11. What is something you're really proud of? Example response. I'm really proud of completing my first marathon last year. I trained for months, and crossing the finish line was such an incredible feeling. Additional response. I'm also proud of how far I've come in my career. Starting as an intern and now leading projects feels like a major achievement. Fun fact. I once helped organize a charity event that raised over $10,000 for a local animal shelter. That was a proud moment for me. Question 12. What's a fun fact people might not guess about you? Example response. A fun fact is that I've been playing the piano since I was 5 years old. It's something I do to unwind after a long day. Additional response. Another fun fact, I've been skydiving twice. It's one of the most thrilling experiences I've ever had. Other fun fact. I'm really good at solving puzzles. Whether it's a Rubik's Cube or a jigsaw puzzle, I love the challenge. Question 13. What's a place you've always wanted to visit? Example response. I've always wanted to visit Iceland. The idea of seeing the northern lights and exploring the geothermal springs sounds magical. Additional response. I've also dreamed of going to Italy. The art, the history, and the food, it's all so fascinating. Fun fact. I once created a vision board of all the places I'd like to visit, and Iceland is always front and center. Question 14. What's your favorite way to relax? Example response. I love relaxing by listening to music and journaling. It helps me reflect on my day and unwind. Additional response. Sometimes, I just watch my favorite comfort shows with a cup of tea. It's the perfect cozy evening for me. Fun fact. I once tried meditation and now it's part of my daily routine. It's amazing how calming even a few minutes can be. Question 15. If you could live in any time period, which one would you choose? Example response. I'd love to live in the Renaissance era. All the art, music, and cultural revolutions happening would be so inspiring. Additional response. Alternatively, I think the future would be fascinating, to see where technology and society go. Fun fact. I've always thought about how cool it would be to experience life in ancient Egypt and see how the pyramids were built. Question 16. What's your favorite childhood memory? Example response. My favorite memory is baking cookies with my grandma every weekend. She always let me lick the spoon. Additional response. I also remember building treehouses with my friends during summer vacations. Those were the best days. Fun fact. When I was a kid, I won a school talent show by performing a magic trick. It was such a proud moment. Question 17. What's your favorite holiday or celebration? Example response. Christmas is my favorite holiday. The cozy atmosphere, decorations, and spending time with family make it so special. Additional response. I also love Halloween. Dressing up in costumes and eating candy is always so much fun. Fun fact. For New Year's, my friends and I have a tradition of writing down goals and sealing them in a jar until the next year. Question 18. What's one skill you wish you could learn? Example response. I'd love to learn how to play the guitar. Music has always fascinated me, and it would be amazing to create my own songs. Additional response. Another skill I'd like to master is cooking. I want to be able to make restaurant-quality dishes at home. Fun fact. I actually tried learning guitar once but gave up after a few weeks. Maybe it's time to give it another shot. Question 19. What's your go-to comfort activity? Example response. Whenever I need to relax, I turn to painting. It's so calming, and it helps me clear my mind. Additional response. Listening to podcasts while going for a walk is my ultimate comfort activity. It's like a mini escape from the daily grind. Fun fact. On stressful days, I bake cookies. Something about the process of mixing dough and smelling fresh cookies makes everything better. Question 20. If you could meet anyone, living or historical, who would it be? Example response. I'd love to meet Leonardo da Vinci. He was such a brilliant mind, and it would be fascinating to learn about his creative process. Additional response. If I could meet someone living, it would be Malala Yousafzai. Her bravery and advocacy for education are incredibly inspiring. Fun fact. I once attended a talk by a Nobel Prize winner, and it was one of the most eye-opening experiences of my life. We are moving toward practical exercises to help you practice these skills effectively. Now that you've learned the basics and expanded your vocabulary, it's time to practice. Here are 3 simple but effective exercises to help you refine your introduction skills. Exercise 1, Mirror Practice. Stand in front of a mirror and introduce yourself as if you're meeting someone new. Pay attention to your tone, facial expressions, and clarity. For instance, "Hi, I'm Liam. I'm a software engineer who loves solving challenges and mentoring junior developers." The word clarity refers to how easy it is to understand your speech. This exercise helps you build confidence while observing how others might perceive you. Exercise 2, Record and Review. Record yourself introducing yourself in different ways. Then listen back to evaluate your pronunciation or flow. For example, "Hello, I'm Emily, an aspiring chef who enjoys experimenting with new recipes." The term aspiring refers to someone working toward achieving a goal. Listening to your voice will help you identify areas where you can improve. Exercise 3, Role-play scenarios. Practice with a friend by taking turns introducing yourselves in various situations. Formal, "Good morning, I'm Raj. I'm a civil engineer specializing in sustainable construction." Informal, "Hey, I'm Raj. I love designing eco-friendly homes and playing the guitar in my free time." This activity prepares you for real-life conversations, allowing you to adapt to different contexts. To summarize, introducing yourself is a fundamental skill that opens doors to meaningful connections. Whether it's a formal meeting or a casual encounter, the key is to speak confidently and adapt your words to the situation. Remember to use descriptive language, like saying, "I'm an enthusiastic artist," instead of just, "I'm an artist." Adding details about your passions and hobbies, such as, "I love painting landscapes and experimenting with abstract art," makes your introduction memorable and engaging. Practice is the bridge between learning and mastery. Use the exercises we discussed, mirror practice, recording and reviewing, and role-playing scenarios to sharpen your skills. Finally, here's a new word to keep in mind, memorable. It refers to something that's so unique and impactful that it's hard to forget. That's exactly what your introduction should be. If you found today's lesson helpful, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more language learning tips. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.